Well, we are at the Volkswagen's annual brand conference in Kochi, and Volkswagen has revealed not one, not two, but six brand new products, which will be, of course, added to the timeline for Volkswagen's portfolio. And I'm joined by Mr. Ashish Gupta. Thank you, Ashish sir, for joining us. Nobody anticipated such kind of a mood. A brand conference is usually about one or two products. So, give us a highlight of the products that are launched today, and when would this subsequently go on the road?
I think the effort was and the entire endeavor was to surprise you. Yeah, I think we believe in generating a lot of excitement and passion, and I hope that turns into love as it has for our cars. So that was the whole endeavor, and I think and I hope that we have been successful. If you look at what we have revealed today, we have revealed actually three new variants with the much in demand Virtus GT Plus manual, top of the line, now with a manual transmission. This is one car which our customers had been asking for since the launch. Similarly, on the Taigun, on the GT Plus, we have again introduced a manual transmission, which was also much in demand, and then democratized DSG by bringing the DSG into our GT, which was the lower spec GT, now comes with the DSG. So these are the three new variants we have introduced into the lineup, and plus we have launched a new, all new color, the lava blue, across the lineup. Whether it is the 1 liter or the GTs, the lava blue color will now be available across the board. What we have also tried to do today is also to, I would say, cater to some very specific demands from a set of customers. The kind of customers who want to maintain the exclusivity of the GT badge for themselves. Yeah, it was very important for them to be recognized as true enthusiasts of the GT badge, and that's why we also today showcase what we call the GT Edge Limited Collection. These are hand-picked cars which will be made to order. On the Virtus, you will have the GT Plus DSG and the GT Plus manual available exclusively also in the deep black pearl, which is a very, very exclusive color. Limited production will be built to order. On the Taigun, on the GT Plus DSG and GT Plus manual, we now offer two new exclusive colors: the deep black pearl, same as the Virtus, and the very exclusive matte, carbon steel matte, which I think looks stupendous. Yeah, so and we are also now building in special editions based on the Taigun GT manual, the low spec GT manual, and the GT DSG, with two new sport edition and the trail edition, which will be special editions, especially customized for customers who want them.
So, Ashish, by what timeline are you looking at for putting these cars on roads with these three new variants and plus the subsequent three other models? When do they go on roads, and by when the customer could actually get a hang of
Yeah.
it?
So we will be launching them progressively starting from June. The three new variants that I spoke about will be available from June onwards at our showrooms and also in the new colors as well. And then we will follow it up with the matte somewhere in the beginning of July, and then the special editions as we move towards the festive season.
Right. When we were entering the hotel, we saw that famous ID.4
Yeah.
vehicle. So what about that? Are you also hinting to us that this year could probably be that ID.4 coming
I
up?
think the message is very clear. We are actually, might have seen shots of this car earlier as well. This car has been with us for the last 6 to 7 months as part of the user testing that we are doing to building up towards the evaluation that we are doing in electrification for the brand. So the car was already in Kerala undergoing long-term testing. So we wanted to bring it here, lead to some excitement from all of you. But the message is clear that yes, we are seriously evaluating how do we move forward on electrification, and this is one step towards it.
Right. Also coming to the macros now, 58% growth is what the company has seen. Tell us about how the financial year for 2024 is looking like now, and what is the growth plans for the coming year now?
Okay, so we measure our results on calendar year basis. So last year, the results that you saw were on calendar year. This year, our plan is to grow by at least 40 to 45%, even more. That's the ambition. Of course, I'm a sales guy. I would also always like to sell more and more. We will see how the year goes. If I look back at quarter one has been good for us. We have grown our sales by almost 15% compared to similar period last year. The industry has grown, by the way, by 11%. So definitely the signals are positive. I think the portfolio that we have showcased also shows our ambition in terms of how we want to grow.
When it comes to the ancillary industry, the auto industry, or an overall part, these brands are not really positive on more than 10% growth. How are you so optimistic on a growth which is amounting to 40 to 40%? Even though it is a measure of growth, but yes, it can be lesser or more. But How are you so aggressive?
Yeah, so no, it's simple maths, to be honest. If you look at it, the Taigun last year we sold close, we garnered a segment share of close to 5%. Yeah, definitely in the markets where we are strong, the potential is to go up to segment 7% segment share. That adds volume to you. I am present only in around 75% of India's geography, which we physically cover. So as you saw in my presentation also, that we are expanding our network from 159 sales touch points to 182. That's almost a 20% network growth. That naturally brings in volume. The third aspect is that the Virtus was in fact launched in the second half of the last year. So now we have a full 1 year of the Virtus available. The Virtus has been a runaway success. In fact, March 2023 was the highest selling month for Virtus since the launch. We sold close to 2,000 Virtus with a more than 20% segment share. Yeah. So full year of the Virtus, network expansion, and the new variants we are launching is what makes us bullish.
Also, I'd like to ask you on the electric vehicle penetration. India, year growth at about 100%. We have seen. So, what are Volkswagen's plans for electric vehicles?
I think it's pretty clear if you look at it from an objective point of view that the way forward for the brand has definitely to be electrification. In fact, almost 3 weeks ago, our global CEO, Mr. Thomas Schaefer, also had an interaction with the media, with the Indian media, and he very clearly said that the path for the brand globally is electrification, and if it means global, India has to be a big part of it.
And any timelines could you give us on the vehicles?
It's difficult for me to comment formally on what the timelines are, but I think the important thing is to take the steps as they come. Of course, it has to start from top down. Bringing in some of our already existing products worldwide, bringing them through the parts and components route in the premium range, and then moving towards mass electrification.
Are you still affected with semiconductor shortage? And what's your outlook on the year going forward?
So if you look at it overall, the semiconductor situation is much better than last year. We do not have the kind of challenges. I lost basically almost 25% of my production last year. This year it is good, but you do keep on having on and off some components which are in shortages. So the 100% stability that we wanted, which ideally we would like to have clear visibility on what's coming up, is still not there. But I would say much, much, much better than last year.
And with the semiconductor shortage easing out, what about the backlog of vehicles at your end? How are you planning to ease that out? Ease that burden out to consumers?
I think what we have tried to do also is we had a lot of constraints in quarter 3 last year and to some extent in quarter 4, but now the production is back more or less. So except for a few variants on the Virtus like the top of the line GT DSG and some variants on the Taigun, the cars are available with us. Of course, you can always have mismatches of colors and all, but generally the waiting period doesn't go beyond 2 to 3 weeks for our cars.
Last question. You also saw the pre-owned market segment for your company grow about 30%.
Yeah.
So how is that happening? Do you still think that the pre-owned market segment for Volkswagen is right now on a boom and could probably expand further?
Of course, I think it's pretty clear from the industry data, and by the way, we did a study with Mahindra First Choice, which we commission every year. Very clearly, the used car market or the pre-owned car market is going to grow at a double pace than new car market. Yeah. Currently, already it's at the used car market is at around 1.7 times of the new car market, and it's going to go up to around 2.5 times in the next 5 years. Yeah. So potential there is huge. And I think customers are also getting savvy in the used car space. They want assurance, they want trust, which a brand like us can bring.
Ashish Gupta, thank you so much for joining us. Wishing you all the best, sir. Thank you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.